enlighten upcoming couple and those that are already in it, the homes that are already going smoothly, and the ones that are having issues. This is the program that you need to listen to. I am your humble host, EMIOLA. ABDULHAMID is the name, and with me is our humble and able Sheikh Fadilatu Sheikh DAUD Adetokunbo Adelakun, the chairman Hablokot Foundation, and also with me is Father Father KK Agbora. I welcome you all. I apologize once again for starting a bit behind schedule. It's due to condition beyond our circumstances, beyond our capability. Without wasting much of our time, we'd like to move on to the job of the day. For the past 3-4 weeks, we've been discussing on wakfu, and today we are discussing on forms of wakfu. Yes, the continuation on forms of wakfu. We already started last week, so we continue today. Sheikh, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You have the floor, sir. You have the floor, sir. Sheikh, and we move on with the continuation of forms of wakfu. Sheikh, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Nam, you have the floor, sir. And today we are moving on with the continuation of wakfu. We already started it last week, so today we continue. Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامة كلها من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. الحمد لله وكفى. The Lord of no beginning is absolute. ليس سبحانه وتعالى his hearing and sight are all. There's no world, and he hears the whole world at the time, not asking what to stop for each other. Subhanahu wa ta'ala, Jalla Jalla. So much. Ramadan, the most blessed. We ask for quite about 2 months discussing wealth and what work means, which is endowed forms in which virtually all aspects of life where man can invest in businesses. In the same area, wealth can also be established. Are you with me?
I'm very much.
Wealth can also be established. We all know in life we need education. Schools are there. People invest in education. We have people that acquire knowledge. And we know basically, Messenger of Muhammad has told us that there are 5 businesses which are the best of businesses for mankind. 5 investments in which is the best for man to get involved in. The first one is education, imparting knowledge, because that is the essence of mankind. And that was the reason why Allah gave Adam superiority over Shaitan, knowledge. And what we lack in this world is knowledge, nothing else. If you have knowledge, then we'll be able to worship Allah properly. If you have knowledge, you'll be able to live a good life. If you have knowledge, you'll be able to be healthy. If you have knowledge, you have a good family. So ignorance is the problem of the world. So establishing a knowledge-based waqf is most encouraging. The second business which Mr. has actually encouraged is agriculture, feeding people, feeding the creatures of Allah, all forms of agriculture, animal husbandry, plantations, horticulture, fishery, all forms of agriculture that can feed human being is a very, very meritorious investment encouraged by Allah and the Messenger of Allah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because you are feeding the creature of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In that area, it's also good. Thirdly, healthcare. Human beings are born to be sick. They are born to have challenges, health challenges. Who takes care of this earth? And that is why we have the Tibul Nabawi. The Messenger of Allah also has a way of treating people, recommending take this, take this, take this if they are sick. So healthcare. We also have accommodation, housing, building houses for the guests, building houses for the visitors, building houses for the less privileged, building houses for people to be inhabited. And that is why when Allah was telling Adam to come to the world, you know what he told him? Surah Baqarah, Inna laka alla tajua fiha wa ala ta'ara. You are going to this world that you are going. I will ensure that you have what you're going to eat. You are going to be fed, and you will not be walking naked, and you have an abode, inhabitant where you be living. So accommodation is a very good business in which a man can get involved in. And fifthly, counseling, advising, guiding people the right path, encouraging them when they are downtown, when they are depressed, counseling. All these 5 areas which are recommended by Islam are the areas where waqf can equally what? Be taken. So this waqf now, like we said, it has to be defined. If it is education, we want to define the education. Is it a primary education? Is it a secondary education? Is it a tertiary education? Is it an informal education? What kind of education was it? Is it skill acquisition? Which area do you want to establish your waqf in? Because it is the area in which you establish it that must be carried out by those who are going to be in responsibility, in charge. Also, you have to define this education. This is for the orphan. Is it an adult education? Is it going to be for the less privileged? Or you have to define, oh, this education.
Or the disabled.
Or the disabled, sorry, disabled too. The physically challenged. We want to establish a waqf, educating them. Rather than just special skills, special knowledge. That's one we determine it. So that is the area you want to establish it. So that is why if you want to go into education too, you need the specialists, you need the professionals in that field to guide you on the kind of how to go about it. You have the fund to establish a waqf. The modus operandi how it's going to be operated. You need the professionals to guide you so that it will be fruitful and to be able to make you achieve the objectives for which it's established. It could be education, scholarship for the less privileged. It could be for the physically challenged. It could be in research in universities. Research. It could be memorizing the Quran. It could be in Islamic knowledge. It could be in jurisprudence, in fiqh. It could be, okay, the knowledge of, inheritance, ilm al-insab. I want to give scholar because it is a knowledge that is people are very, very lacking in. And we are very few specialists in it. Okay, I want to establish a waqf in which I'll be sponsoring, 10 professors, doctors every year, from maybe from bachelor's level to master's level to PhD in Ilmul Isab, in the knowledge of inheritance. It could be 10 every year, 20 every year, 30 every year, 5 every year. So you have an establishment for that. That's called waqf. So it has to be defined. It cannot just be education. Which area of education are you talking about? It cannot be loose. It cannot be loose. It cannot be have a loose end. It should be, defined. Which area are we talking about? So that is in education. You can go to that. Research. Similarly, in healthcare. Healthcare. You have a lot of diseases today. Terminal disease today. It could be on cancer. It could be on hypertension. It could be on malaria, parasites, whatever. It could be on orthopedic. It could be different areas where I say, I want to establish a work in this. It could be an hospital, a specialized hospital. I'm going to sponsoring, every year, 3 specialists in this field. Or hospital, that every year, 10 people should be treated free of charge for social disease. And that's you have to define the range, the age range. Is it for the old aged? Is it for the young people? Is it for the children?
Or women?
Is it for the men? Is it for female?
Or pregnant women?
Is it for pregnant women? All this has to be defined. You don't make it general or just no. It's better to be defined so that we know if it's pregnancy, go to social place. You have an abdomen there. Work for them. If it's cancer, go to this place. If it's has to do with bone issues, go to this place. These are the things that we need to do. What's called waqf. These are the things that will benefit you after we are gone. These are the things to help the government. You can't give everything to the government. You can't do everything. Individuals Allah has blessed. There are some individuals that are even richer than the government, than the country. We have it in some countries. Some individuals in Nigeria are richer than some West African countries. Am I right?
Yeah.
Some individuals. Some individuals are richer than the state. An individual is richer than the state. Some individuals are richer than a town or a settlement. An individual. The whole people that in that settlement, in that area, is richer than all of them. All the others combined together is richer than them. Some individual. Living the same locality. What benefit are you actually giving to them? That is why such is important. Similarly, in agriculture, I go to agriculture. Which area of agriculture do you want to go into? Is it animal husbandry? Or is it plantations? Is it cocoa? Is it cassava? Is it yam? Is it vegetables? Any area, you establish a work for it. This should be good for work. Individuals are those who are going to benefit from it. Okay, this plantation is there. It's only for the planting vegetables. Who are those that should be benefit from it? Okay, in a particular city, only for Ikorodu, only for Ekpe, only for Ijebu-Ode, only for Badagry. Only define this, the place that's meant for. What should they be planting there? They will plant there, and they will get the resources. They will take the benefits. Then next year again, they come and plant there again. So when you plant there, instead that you can allot it to people. Okay, every year be giving so people 1 acre of land to plant. Every year. They plant, next year that person come and plant there. And I come and plant there. They get their resources. And you from that you maintain it.
You can even be the off-taker from them. So that whatever they produce, you will buy it from them, they will make money. And
you can even say, okay, they do it now, you buy from them, then you make money, then they do, and the profit you make from it, you used to take care of other thing, which is a work for too. So it could be multi-purpose, multi-layers work. All this, that you need professionals to guide you on that. Similarly, we have counseling. People are having a lot of problems today. Marriages are there. You can establish a work for marriage. We have young people who are graduates, who are intelligent, who have future, but they have no work to do. And they are at the age of marriage. They have no money to do the marriage. They have no money to even have a house. They have no money to maintain myself. Okay, so for every such a people, identify them. I will sponsor their marriage. I will restore their education for 5 years, and I will give them freedom for 5 years. For those 5 years, within that 5 years, inshallah, they find their level. Isn't it?
Yes.
That's the work for the young people. In marriage, you can do it. There's some issues. People need marriage counseling. Most of the marriage counselors, because they are not paid for it, they cannot give the absolute commitment to it. But when they are being paid for it, okay, sponsor, you have a counseling, you have an issue, premarital counseling, go to some place. I will be sponsoring 10, in 10 couples every month or every year. It depends. That's a WAF. And that will be done free of charge. They go there, they will train them, they will give them materials, what they need to sustain their marriage, or knowledge they need before marriage, and after marriage, post-marital counseling. After marriage, they will be having issues, monitoring them after marriage. What are the issues they have, guiding them so they don't make mistake. Most of the marriages collapse today, crash, because when they have issues, there's no quick intervention. There's no prompt intervention. The thing will not live in the board. On the board. They allow it to grow.
They allow it to fester.
So when they allow it to fester, it becomes a problem, become a monster. It becomes difficult to remove. But if it's at the onset, this is it's rearing its ugly head, quickly you just
Nip it at the board.
You nip it at the board. And that's most of the money that are collected today is because there's nobody to intervene at the end of the stage. And they felt they all mature themselves and they're not matured. But if there's someone that's monitoring that at this dear stage, marriage will not collapse today, as they collapse today. So such areas too can be. More importantly, we have in the finance also. A lot of people want to do business, they don't have money, capital money. You can have an endowment in that area. Put down some seed fund. This is 500 million I've put down. Just to be given as loan.
Revolving loan.
Revolving loan. To those who need it, without interest. Use this money for 6 months. Return it. If you have done it very well, take another 6 months. Return it. No interest or anything. Take it again, give it to some other people. You will among themselves. The money will be run around themselves. Then you have to create a loss equalization fund. Loss equalization fund, in case everybody fought. What do you do to recover that? That's why you need experts to do this for you. Those who are managing it, why are they going to be paid? You bring from and that's beneficial, that is perpetual, are the areas where we can do what? We can have work. This knowledge needs to be spread among the Muslims. And that is why, remember last week we discussed all the big universities abroad. Most of them were awarded.
And they are sponsored by
income, no revenue to run the institution. So all this is we're talking about fund, about WAF. You understand that you'll be generating the fund to maintain it. It will maintain itself without necessarily impairing any, reducing the quality, at the same time not giving any problem to anybody. This is going to benefit from it. These are the WAF that you're talking about. So today, these are the things you can do in your lifetime before you die. So this will benefit you. The houses you have built, your money in the bank, everything, your clothes, these are going to be for other people. They may not even need them. They may be outdated. Your cars can be outdated. The cars will have,
especially if they are successful.
Many years ago.
Their own taste.
Many years ago. Where are the Mercedes 200? Where are the Vubuts? Where are the 505 what do you call it? 505 Revolution. Evolution. We have them. Evolution. 505 Evolution. These were the big people at that time. Where are those Mercedes Benz? They're not more there. Nobody is using them. The Rolls Royce, nobody is using them again now. They become obsolete. You have Citroen. These are the big cars that time. Where are they today? You have Morris Man, all those cars. Where are they today? These are the cars of the big people that time. Today, they give you, you don't even like to ride them. But if you say WAF, the WAF will still be existing. Look at those universities abroad, most of them. This university, Harvard University, they were established with WAF endowment. We have Ford. We have another university, Rockefeller.
They have endowments that.
So they have endowments that actually research, and they still exist today. Those who have already gone long time ago. These are the things we are talking about. Something that benefits you. Forget all that you have done. It's not more your own, it's their own. And they may even abandon your own. But if you have established a work managed by an independent body that well paid and everything, this will succeed you. Hundreds of years after you are gone, this will be there. And they benefit from it. Many houses are there. Go to many places now. Many big houses. They were there, nobody to maintain them. It was not the dream of those who are living now. It was your own dream that you build a house. Now that you have the dream is dead. So the dream will die. The dream, the house you build was your own taste, not their own taste. That's why they will not maintain it for you. It is your own taste. They don't fashion it. They don't fancy it. So that is why we have to be very intelligent today. You must be wise up. The rich people should be wise up and do something for their own benefit after they are gone.
And give a gift that keeps giving.
So you make a gift or give a gift. The gift that keeps on giving. The gift that keeps on rebating itself and giving up, multiplying the gift after you. One gift becomes the other gifts. The same gift multiply itself and be giving other people. The thing we are talking about this endowment. So I pray to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to open our eyes, to open our brains, to open our ears, to open our intellect, to open our mind into realizing that benefits you have done to other people. I've said the best of you are the best. Khairun nas man yafa'un nas. Khairun nas man yafa'un nas. The best of mankind are those that are benefit of equal mankind. Your salat, your hajj, your fasting, all those ones, you take the reward. You take the reward. But they benefit only you. Your salat only for you. Your hajj is only for you. Your fast is only for you.
Once you are dead, you
cannot. So of course you get the benefit of the reward after that. But after you are dead, you cannot fast again. After you are dead, you cannot do zakat again. After you are dead, you cannot do hajj again. But what you can do, you can keep on doing sadaqah after you are gone. So those endowments that are kept down, this work will be working for you even when you are dead. In perpetuity. So when you are dead, they will be working for you. You can only work for yourself when you are alive. But you have less people than working for you after you are dead. This is what we are talking about. So let us think about it and love ourselves more than those that have said, who among you will love what's going to be inherited than what he holds himself. So nobody will love what is going to be inherited. What people will inherit from you, you value them more than what you have yourself. You keep on keeping money in the bank and keeping them for other people to spend. What have you spent yourself? What have you benefited yourself from? Your cars that you have bought, you can only use to the limit of time somebody said that the car you only use for the time you just like you're renting it. It's only take it to where you want to go and park it. That's the only usefulness. Seeing it in garage does not have any usefulness. It's only useful when it takes you to where you want to go and bring it back. And once I bring it back, I serve the purpose. If you don't use it again for another 1 year, you have many cars in your garage. How many are you using? When you die, what will happen to them? People don't value, you don't even take them. Some will be sold away. What you value so much.
Some children may not even be interested in them.
Some children may not be interested in them. Some dash away. What you doing? What you value so much?
You have 50 pairs of shoes and you wear only 2. The other 48 don't belong to you.
So you have so many number of shoes. You have only one, only 2. You have abandoned them. Why do they give them out? Why don't you go and create a foundation with it, work with it, and give it to the poor people? and let them benefit from it. That is what we are talking about. That is what Islam talking about. Don't accumulate wealth and keep on storing them and storing them and storing them. When you are dead, they are no more your own. The moment you are dead, you don't have anything again. A man should understand. The moment one is dead, he becomes a poor person. Because all your money, you cannot spend yourself. It cannot benefit anyway. It's meant for other people to use, to benefit from. But this works will be what is benefiting you after you are gone. It will be working for you. And you'll be getting in the world and poor when they die. But you will be rich when you are poor, you are alive, and you'll be rich when you are poor. When you are sorry, you'll be rich when you are dead. Don't be rich when you are alive and be dead when you are dead, and be poor when you are dead. So anyone that does not have a work is rich when he was alive, was poor when he's dead. So don't be a poor person when you are dead. Allahumma salli wa barik ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sallam. Take it.
Alhamdulillah, we are grateful to all mashallah for making this day possible. Yet again, our Sheikh has been talking, has been counseling us for a few minutes now. May Allah reward him abundantly for all his efforts. The endowment he has been talking about relates to places where even the government, even though the government is so wide, the superstructure is huge, it does not reach everywhere. There are some areas where the government is unable to reach. However, the efforts of people in form of endowment will get to places because the people who created the endowment, they are from amongst the people. They know where the shoe pinches, especially in areas that has been mentioned: education, Medicare, agriculture, housing, and also counseling. Of course, counseling covers everywhere because there will never be a time when there won't be a need for counseling.
That's why you have consultants too.
People will always need advice.
Even in business, you have consultants.
Yes, in business, in agriculture, in Medicare, you go to the hospital, there are people, there are units where you receive counseling. And because the government, the business people, when they start a business, they want to make profit. And because they want to make profit, it provides a challenge for people, ordinary folks who are poor, who may not be able to afford it. Maybe in area of education, where you want every child has a right to good functional education. But not every parent can afford functional education. Now the government has a responsibility to educate the young. However, the government does not have unlimited, does not have infinite resources. The resources of the government are finite. And because of that, there will always be a need for people to have intervention such as has been mentioned in education, in Medicare, in agriculture towards food for all, housing, and also counseling. So what we are lacking are enough people to commit their surplus resources to earn that which will continue to earn for them even when they are no longer available. Sheikh has mentioned the Rockefellers of this world, Ford, and the rest of them who died so many years ago. Yet the gifts they gave whilst they were alive continue to give. May Allah make it easy for us to earn reward whilst we are alive, and also earn it after our demise. May Allah make it easy for us to be wealthy whilst alive, but also be wealthy when we are gone. Because the wealth of that when we are gone enters into perpetuity to a time when we will not even, we would have forgotten. Yet, when it comes to us, we will be wondering how we earn it. May Allah make it easy for us.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So next week, inshallah, we'll do the Yoruba edition of this program, inshallah, so that we can reach out to our Yoruba followers too. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless each and every home, to enhance our means of livelihood, to give us good health, to give us the right to think rightly, so that we can be able to do what is right, beneficial to us in this world and hereafter, so that all our efforts will not be in vain. All our struggles will not be in vain. Let us think, when I'm gone, what will I be remembered for? When I'm gone, what am I leaving behind? When I'm gone, how is my hereafter going to look like? Remember, this world is a place of work. When we die, we don't work again. Once you are dead, there's no more work. There's no work in the hereafter. There's no work. There's no even salat in Al-Qiyamah. There's no salat in the Jannah. You don't pray there. You don't fast there. You don't do zakat there. You don't do hajj. Nothing. Once you are dead, nothing again. No more salat. All these are causing problem there. When you are dead, they're no more there. There's no more salat. So if you want to pray now, it's only that place, the place of reward. This place is the place of work. So we want to see what is going to benefit us in perpetuity. Please, may Allah bless each and every one of us. We ask our youth to, may Allah guide them. Those who have no job, may Allah give them the best of job. Those who have to marry, Allah give them the best of wives. Those who are looking for children, Allah give them the best of children. Those who are sick, Allah give them good health. Those who have challenges one way or the other, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala free them of all these challenges. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who are in debt, may Allah pay out the debt for them. We ask Allah to give us peace and harmony and tranquility and safety in this country of our country, Nigeria. Similarly, in Palestine, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bring peace to Gaza. Ramadan is fast approaching. Allah, we ask you, we beg you, we beseech you, we request you to please, in your infinite mercy, preserve us till Ramadan. Preserve us till Ramadan. Preserve till Ramadan and above Ramadan in sound health, in good faith, with resources, and in the taqwa to be able to worship you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa subhana rabbika wa salamun ala al-mursalin. Alhamdulillah wa assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We give thanks to Almighty Allah who has made it possible for us to start today's episode and who has made it possible till this moment. And we also appreciate for that Sheikh DAUD ADELAKUN on this short and concise lecture on forms of waqf. Inshallah, next week we continue on this topic to get to the peak of it. I with all our audience from far distance and those are near, those are our online listeners. I appreciate every one of us. May Almighty Allah continue to enrich us the more and more. Let's please like, follow, and share. Let's endeavor to like, follow, and share. Light Radio on YouTube, Light Radio on Facebook, on Twitter, X, the Light Radio on Instagram, Light_Radio on Radio Garden. You can listen to us. You can equally listen to us via. By downloading our app on Play Store. LR is the symbol. I'm your humble host, ABDULHAMID is his name. Till next week, I'll see you again. Stay tuned. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.